So Chapter 6 Mini Season 1 Galactic Battle recently came out, and I am personally loving it so far. The Star Wars theme always had a bunch of potential, but it was kind of wasted for the past Star Wars updates, besides the Find the Force one with the Force powers and clones. But the other ones have been kind of underwhelming. But now that Star Wars gets to take the center stage and finally reach its full potential, a lot of people seem to be loving it. And in this video, I'm going to be going over all the things in the season that makes it good, from the locations to skins to items. And I also talk about some of the weaker things in the season, so I won't be just glazing it the entire time. But without further delay, let's get into it. Let's start off with the map, which when I first saw it, I was a little concerned because all the locations were on the corners of the map, but actually playing it made all my worries disappear completely, as it was implemented very well with the launch pads completely surrounding all the different locations for easy rotation, along with 3 of the 4 of them having Star Wars ships, being the TIE Fighter and X-Wing. But now I'm going to talk about each locations individually, starting with my least favorite of the bunch, that being Vader's Samurai Solitude. This location has potential, but everything is way too close together, so landing here feels like landing in Prime Tilted with less loot. And the henchmen here high-key have aimbot, so landing here and surviving is almost impossible with so many things trying to kill you. And the boss loot isn't even good, to be honest, as Vader's throwable lightsaber is definitely the worst one in the game, as throwing your lightsaber just isn't a good ability at all. Like, you might as well just use an AR at that point. Also, they nerfed lightsabers this season, so when you attack you can't immediately block, so you just get obliterated if you try to use it as a melee item. But the aesthetics of this location are amazing. Like, it looks really cool with all the red grass and trees, and mixed with the Japanese buildings, and Vader's ship looks really cool too. But landing here is a death sentence. The next location is Outpost Enclave, which is just a Tatooine themed location, and the look of this place is phenomenal, with the sand houses and cantina being great to loot and look at. And the Sandcrawler is a standout feature here, and a good place to loot as well. The downside to this location is there's no boss here, and I don't think there's as many launch pads here, to be honest, so it's harder to rotate. But not many people land here, so there's a lot of loot to get. The next location is the Resistance base, which is pretty small compared to the other locations, and is probably the one with the worst loot. But it does look nice with the foresty look, and the Millennium Falcon looks cool, but I kind of wish we could fly it. This place also is the only place with the X-Wings, I'm pretty sure, and you can correct me if I'm wrong though. This location is like Outpost Enclave, so it has no boss, but it does have a good amount of launch pads and zip lines to rotate easily. The final location, the First Order base, is my favorite personally. It mixes together all the things that were good about the other locations into this one, and it's pretty big with the main part and a smaller part which is like south. There's a lot of great aesthetics to this location with the snowy military base theme, and it looks like great. There's a boss here with actually good loot with a great SMG and a medallion. There's also a good amount of people that land here, but since the location is big, you actually have a chance to survive here, unlike Vader's location. It also has the TIE Fighters and launch pads for easy rotation out of here. In conclusion, the locations this season are pretty good, but some are definitely better than the others. And there are also some landmarks in this map that I didn't mention, like the AT-ATs being transformed into a restaurant, which is a cool place and good for looting. Next up are the items, and if you want to know what I think about each of them individually, you can watch my weapons ranking video, but after this one, I need my retention and watch time to get monetized. But anyways, the items this season are pretty good and balanced, which is surprising since they replaced literally every gun with the blaster version. And I know some people are upset about this, but I honestly don't see why. They play exactly like the other weapons, just blasters. Like, are you mad that they don't need ammo or something? Like, I never had a problem with running out of ammo before, so it's basically like nothing changed. Each of these items fill a role of the past weapon, like the Barm Scatter Blaster is a new attack, the ACP is the pump, the Marksman Rifle is the DMR. So it's not like they completely changed the game and made like an entire new playset like in Chapter 2 Season 6 with crafting. So I don't see the issue here. And as I discussed earlier in the video, I don't like how they changed how blocking after attacking with a lightsaber is delayed, since it basically makes using a lightsaber as a melee item a death sentence, but that's my only real gripe with the weapon this season. I think that vehicles are well balanced and not that powerful and pretty easy to take down, especially the TIE Fighter with those giant targets on its side. Next up, I want to talk about the cosmetics this season, and personally, I think they did a great job, and with the skins we know are coming out, they're going to continue to do a good job. as long as they bring in more skins that we haven't seen yet, like Qui-Gon, Dooku, and a bunch of the Jedis that were killed in the Clone Wars, so like Kit Fisto and Ki-Adi-Mundi. They should have the cosmetics in the bag. But now I want to talk about the elephant in the room when discussing Star Wars cosmetics, the lightsaber pickaxe. Now, I really thought they were going to put it in the battle pass because it just seemed like the perfect time and place to put it in. But alas, they did not, sadly. Now, that doesn't mean it's completely over for the lightsaber pickaxe, as we might get in the item shop or Grievous's thing. But I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that he'll have the purple electric stick things, but if there's not, there's still hope. And if they decide to do it, please do it right. Like, make it completely customizable with the option to change the color and hilt of it, and have two sides and dual wielded blades. But from the things we've seen so far, Epic seems to know what they're doing with cosmetics. Like Jar Jar was an insane pull. I don't think anyone saw Darth Jar Jar coming, but if you saw my Battle Pass review, you would know that they made one skin that I utterly despise. And that's the damn Wookiee team leader. Whoever designed this monstrosity has to be fired now. It's genuinely my least favorite skin in the game, and it took up a battle pass slot that could have been used for like Windu or Darth Jar Jar or something. Like, it was just a waste of space. But that's the end of my Chapter 6 mini Season 1 review. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to get me to 6,000 subs by June. And also make sure to comment what you thought about the season so far. And if you really like this video, you can cash at me as I'm not monetized yet. But that's enough out of me. Goodbye.